Alright, we haven't put out a highlight video in a while. Last week my parents came, surprised us, came down to Florida to see us, so we did half days all week last week, and so now we're back and at it full time this week. And so I got a couple highlights from yesterday and today, finally getting back into making videos here. Yesterday, one of our members actually spotted this TQNT, Triquint Semi. Nice sell-off here. Anytime you spot something like this gets our room's attention. Thing's selling all day and then goes into that, what we call that waterfall shape. Notice how these 5-minute candles here are all pretty narrow, and then all of a sudden at the end of it, you've got that waterfall shape and you get a longer candle, much longer than the ones preceding it, on much bigger volume. Whenever we see that, that triggers one of our methods that we teach in the chat room. And using that method, it doesn't look that big, but the entry was 1374. So 1374, I don't know, somewhere right around there if I had to guess. And the worst case stop was only 9 cents below, right below here. So on 9 cents risk from 1374, this ended up closing at 14.25. So a 51 cent move on 9 cents risk. That's one example of what we had yesterday. And let's see. Today, weak market, but PZG, cheap as far as share price. Gold and silver miner had a nice tight base here with highs of 403, and the early high of day was 405. So we call this on a break of this base 404. Worst case stop 395 or below 4 if you like this little tighter portion of the base. Either way you slice it, it held both stops, and it doesn't seem like much again, but from 404 ended up going to 425, again 21 cents. Not too bad on a $4 stock. And to start the day, I'll show you this one. Cocoa, Corinthian College. We had this on watch from last night. We put it on watch this morning for our live trading chat room. I called it, I said I liked it at 533 if it could break yesterday's high. So 533 was our trigger. Now, as I go to fives, you'll see, well, I'll add today, and you see today it did spike early, but the market took everything down with it except the gold and oil. So it gapped up. Cocoa did early. Again, using a method we teach, I called this, let me get this right, I called this at 536. Let me find my drawing tool here. Called it at 536 this morning, right off the bat almost, with a worst case stop. So right about there, worst case stop, low of day, 6 cents below that never got hit. And from 536, took a while to get going, but it did eventually make it up to 558. So a 22 cent move on 6 cents risk. Again, doesn't look like a huge move, but on a $5 stock, you know, these are nice percentage moves. I don't typically, you know, only focus on these low price stocks, but these are ones that worked out this past week. So probably time to start focusing back on, you know, having more attention towards shorts as well. A mixture of long and short ideas each day. I've been really slanting towards longs because the market's been so crazy strong, but finally seeing some weakness. There's the daily on the SPY. You had this big volume push down for a few days, and then a bounce, and then another big volume push down. So in the past, in the recent past, big pushes down in the SPY. Within a week, the SPY has overtaken those the high of those pushes down. A little bit different this time. So definitely signaling time to have a variety of longs and shorts on watch. So we'll come in prepared tomorrow to look both ways there. And I'm going to stop babbling, and we'll talk to you, have a highlight video tomorrow night from tomorrow's trades. Have a good night.